All right, I'm ready.
You got to be the ref.
3, 2, 1. Ding,
Go.
ding, ding.
Oh,
Goes
powerful
to the
shot
body.
from Chin.
Chin goes to the body. Oh,
the red.
big shot by Nick. Big shot by Chin.
Let's go.
God, what a dogfight.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh my God.
Oh. All those producer problems.
Oh!
So you mentioned that the girls that might be your audience is more like what 40-ish year old women.
Yeah.
So just remind. And then Brows said something about weddings.
Yep.
Or wedding singer.
Funny, yeah.
So then I remember it just reminded me of my friend's wedding. I sang at the wedding, and as I'm singing, older white women were just fucking running and trying to touch and stuff, and I was just trying to sing. And then after I was done, they kept trying to drag me to their tables to take drinks with them. So I just thought like we'd be a perfect fucking fit for your show.
I think so too. Yeah, flashbacks to Chin to
Yeah.
the best day of his life.
I have pictures of it too somewhere.
You're saying When a Man Loves a Woman.
When a man, but
That's
the
gonna
Michael
draw in
Bolton
that
version,
crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was a lot of
power
fun.
ballad.
it is.
When you say it's the Michael Bolton version, is there a different? Because it's just
Percy
a different person
Sledge.
singing the song.
Yeah, so Percy Sledge is the original singer of it, but
you-
Michael Bolton did his kind of take on it.
Oh, they're different.
Yeah, they're a little bit different. Yeah.
So it'd be like Dixie Chick's version of Landslide as opposed to Stevie Nicks.
Yes, exactly. It's very similar, but there's just a little bit of they just add a little bit of different taste to it.
Because you perform Landslide at our show sometimes. Which version do you do?
Landslide?
You did Landslide last year. In Ohio.
No, not Landslide. Oh, Brows.
Question for our music
I think you
guys.
did.
Yeah. What
Welcome
happened?
to. We'll get to the question. We should intro it. I wasn't sure if we were recording or not. I didn't know where that story was gonna go. It was okay. Maybe we could.
It's all right. It's all right.
Older women love when Chin sings fucking sexy.
Older white
ass
women.
ballad.
White women.
Yeah.
Speaking of older white women, rest
Welcome
in
to Cats
peace.
After Dark. Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth.
We are
Always
breaking
silence.
that news also.
She
I'm
died?
taking that credit.
He died when?
The memes
Today.
are already coming out in
Today?
full force.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Michael.
Why is everyone doing this?
I don't know.
She's
what we
the
do.
queen, goddammit.
That's what you do for the queen?
I've heard she's been dead for months,
Ooh.
and that they were waiting for. They were waiting for because it's like what her 70th like jubilee or 70 years in reign.
Jubilee.
That's when Chappelle was in London. It was
Oh
during,
yeah,
during the Jubilee.
and they were waiting for like they didn't want her to die like 69 years like reigning because they were like all the memes, so they've been hiding.
No
her death.
freaking way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love. That sounds like an internet rumor.
It is. That's exactly where I found it.
Yeah, but specifically the I believe that she has been dead for a long time. Like I don't think that's a crazy conspiracy theory because they didn't want 69 memes. I think that might be the.
That's what. Yeah. That's what
But
George is saying.
Yeah.
possible.
I'm just trying to suss out, my opinion, what I believe. Like when it hits my
Yeah.
ear, I'm like, that doesn't.
Yeah, my sister texted our family group chat. She's like, Queen Elizabeth died. Like, and I just respond bluntly, she's been dead for months. Like nothing else.
Period. You're like, Jesus. You're like, did you kill her?
This isn't very popular, but I think that was the same thing about RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I think she was fucking weakened at Bernie for a while.
I believe.
Weekend at Bernie.
Her skin looked quite pale. She was a little cold to the touch.
Have you ever seen the clip when Donald Trump finds out that Ruth Bader Ginsburg died? Oh my God, find this. It's incredible because he just came off a plane.
I kind of, yeah.
And
I
for
remember.
some reason, this isn't added in post. Tiny Dancer was playing when he was walking off.
Amazing.
And someone tells him, and he's like, what? And he has to like respond to the moment. And it actually turned off okay, but with him walking with Tiny Dancer was it.
Hold it close now.
I feel like, because some people like stick
Nick
out
would-
more.
But he just did like the finger, like kind of like this. I can, but like
True.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an all-time Trump moment right there.
I want to see if that's real. Is that actually in
Into the
there?
mic.
Though? Is that actually in there though? Tiny's answer.
It has.
You could hear it like
That was C-SPAN that posted that.
That's
you could
that's
hear
why
it,
it
like-
feels more real.
you could hear it within the speakers too.
Yeah, that sounds like distant speaker.
Yeah, like they would have had to like doctor it up to like add it in there to sound like that.
But it was loud too, so it's kind of like I don't know. But it's on C-SPAN.
Yeah, it was weird.
At least it wasn't YMCA. Like that's Trump's favorite song to play. He's like, it gets the crowd pumped. It gets the crowd pumped. I love the YMCA. Everyone dances it. Like, yeah.
I felt like you kind of like you were committed right in the first couple syllables, but then you
I
like
was seeing
backed
where
out.
you
That's
were going to
every
go.
accent I.
you're like in your head. You're like, I got this. It happens to me too.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you just start hearing it, and you're looking at people's faces and lose confidence. But I think I heard it right away. Like,
A little bit. It's just the pursed lips and the arrogance of it. Like, yeah.
It's there. That's halfway there.
yeah, that's
he's thinking.
Back up. Let me think.
Welcome back, Brows.
Thanks,
Hey.
guys.
Yeah.
Glad to be back.
Where the fuck were
It's been
you?
a minute. We got to fight.
A minute. It's been freaking weeks.
We got to fight.
Did you
I'm
go
glad
to
you
a
brought that up
training
too.
Are you
That's
guys
what
doing
people
that
are excited
today?
about.
We are.
I was waiting until you got as skinny
got
as
mouth
possible and withered away, but you've been fluctuating. Now you're back up.
Yeah, you took so long that I've now gained
Gained
the
Wait,
the
how
weight.
much do you weigh?
182
182.
to 12 pounds. But like I was 176 at the end of that day when I
Yeah,
weighed
he actually
171.
did a watered freaking fast or whatever the hell.
It bums me out thinking about because I like. There's no reason to ever do it again, and I feel like I could have gotten way lower, but I like ran out of time. But so if anybody ever wants to bet me again, I would love an excuse to push myself, but I need some compensation.
You like the discipline aspect of it, don't you?
I do. I just like.
Yeah.
I like, doing shit like that. But then also, there's just nothing on the line if you're like, oh, I'm gonna lose 15 pounds, or I'm only gonna eat this much, or whatever. It's just not as fun for me. I don't know. I need like steaks.
Sometimes it's your life on the line.
But it was fun. The next thing I want to do, I really want to try to dunk two-handed. And like I've been following this guy from my hometown for a while who's like
Just on the street, you've been following.
yeah. and he can do it. So
He's
I'm
out
like,
here.
he can, no.
He just moved to LA.
Sometimes he goes to the park and I see him dunking. Like,
His branding is like Jump Science. That's his like Instagram account, and he was like studied physical therapy, and he just trains athletes, and lots of like D1 athletes. I think he trained the guy from Wisconsin, the point guard Johnny Davis. He's from my hometown. I think he trained him, and I just want to follow his Jump Science program and see if I can dunk two-handed in like 2 months.
I think you got that.
I used to be able to dunk one-handed back in the day off 1 foot, but two foot is so much cooler.
Yeah.
Two-handed, two-footed. That's my goal. You ever been thrown down?
I think I can dunk a volleyball.
You could, or you,
I can dunk a volleyball.
Well, it's not a basketball.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's like a big part of it. You got to be able to like palm the ball, you know?
Mhm.
Have you ever dunked?
Yeah.
One-handed.
One-handed off 1 foot.
Gotcha.
And like if I have a ball, I can just barely palm it to the point where like I could swing it around like this, but if you like tap it, it'd fall on my hand. But
Yeah.
I can get it up there. Fascinating. But no, that is if I track it and I do it, now I'm putting it down on wax. I want to dunk by December 1st.
Okay.
think
You
got
said
that.
2-footed dunk though, right?
Two-handed, two-footed.
Oh, two-handed,
challenge made.
I can
got
dunk.
Yeah.
Fisher
Donuts?
Price.
No, I can.
Fisher
I
Price.
can.
Are you about to pull up a video you
The
dunked?
hell is that?
I've never dunked in my life.
Do you follow knees over toes
Gotta
guy?
talk to the mic.
Oh my bad. My bad.
Put headphones on. The producer should have headphones on because then you know if you're too quiet.
But I did my music question. Whatever happened to Tayo Cruz?
Oh, great question.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Dynamite and Break Your Heart and great songs, and it's just like feels like he disappeared and like
No idea who that
I
is.
remember his moment on the radio, but I couldn't tell you the songs he had. Was Tayo Cruz?
he says, "I'm only gonna break your
Oh
heart.
snap!
I'm only gonna break."
You never heard that, Jen?
No, when you said Tyler Cruz, I thought the guy that does like the motivational speaker about money.
That's
Oh, Tyler.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Tylo.
Well, what happened to him? Too?
I thought you were talking about Jay Cruz.
I don't know who that is.
He's the LA radio DJ.
So it sounds like I'm gonna have to find another podcast to go on and ask that question because you guys don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you. I love that you're sad about it, and maybe we have a listener out there.
I've been meaning to Wikipedia him, but I just haven't. And I know that's not that like high stakes of a thing to do. I should just do it and I could find that information.
Tayo Cruz.
But
I want to find an expert on it.
I think secretly you're afraid what you're gonna find.
Yeah.
Cruz dies tragically.
I want to know why Los Angeles likes that song that's like bow, 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 bow. It's always on the radio all the time. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Black Summer.
Yeah, I've never heard
Red Hot
that
Chili
song before I
Peppers.
came to LA, and it's on the radio every day.
Red Hot Chili Peppers in LA is
It's just like Jack FM. That's all he's gonna be like. That's all they play basically.
Yeah, Jack FM and K Rock.
Yeah.
Lots of I've had this discussion with people before, but it's like Sublime also is just like you couldn't listen to the radio an hour on those stations without hearing 5 different
Okay, a couple
California
staples.
bands. Yeah.
The Offspring.
People, did you guys listen to Sublime growing up? It was huge in the Midwest, like 5 years.
1,000,000%.
I guess it was kind of during the time, but it lived on for like hippie Midwest kids. For till now, like you go back to a high school party, you probably hear fucking Santeria.
Not that long before my brother passed away, we took a road trip and we just listened to his whole entire, like the whole best of Sublime CD. And it was him, my dad, and me, like 3 chubby giant humans. And I was just in the truck, just all
Huddled
squeezed
around.
That poor car.
Yeah, I know. It was a fun time.
I didn't know they formed in 1988. I didn't know that. God damn.
I didn't know that either.
They've been around for a minute.
Yeah, but the lead singer died really fast, especially when they're blowing up. It sucks. He was so talented.
Like before their album blew up.
I have his name at the tip of my tongue, but I can just think of Bradley Martin.
No, it's so Bradley Noel, but that's close enough.
That'd be weird if Bradley Martin faked his death as a Sublime lead singer and then started Zoo Culture.
Yeah, he
Honestly,
he's like, give me all the fucking testosterone and steroids you have. I needed them to not know who I was.
Let's make an iceberg on
That's
that
not
for
like
YouTube.
saying
That's not
anything
too
out of
crazy.
turn,
But
right?
he's so tall. Bradley Noel is
Everyone
short.
knows he's on
Yeah,
steroids. Yeah.
Could you actually go to Google reviews of Zoo Culture? Do you guys know about this?
No.
Is it
Bradley,
Man.
is
You
it
don't you don't know about this?
I think I do. Is it the sell drugs thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't step on it, but yeah.
This is a great promo. You're welcome, Bradley.
I feel like it is a great selling point. It's basically like if you want to get fucking jacked.
And this is probably a lot. Steve Will Do It. Maybe had a big influence on this.
Is that what happened? Do they have
Yeah.
do they have some? This is a perfect segue into the YouTube rabbit holes that I wanted to discuss because the Nelk Boys is like a whole nother thing that's like, obviously I know they're big and giant, but it's like a blind spot. I didn't really know what they do. But the Nelk Boys also beefing with Bradley Martin.
I don't know if that's happening
trolling?
now, but I think Steve Will Do It always trolls him and says like Bradley Martin sells me drugs.
No.
So like, and anything Steve Will Do It says, like comments just go crazy with people. You know what I'm saying?
There was a guy when I would work out at Zoo Culture. There was a guy, scrawny little guy, would walk into Zoo Culture with a white T-shirt on that says Bradley Martin sells me drugs.
Right.
And I saw the guy at least 3 different times in like randomly throughout LA, and every time I saw him, he had that same exact shirt on. It's insane. He just walks in and like I don't even think he knows Brad. It's just because Steve Will Do It said it. Everyone just ran with it.
And like he doesn't care that people are in his gym with that on, or shit.
I think he thinks like
Is he there all the time?
not all the time. Like when I first started going there, he was there a lot, and then he kind of like didn't. There were weeks like where he wasn't there because he'd be in Miami or just
Like the
doing
Pawn
other
Star
shit.
guys, they're not really always at the shop.
That gym though, I will say,
Chumley's not really behind the glass.
God damn, shut the fuck up.
I'm pissed
say
the fuck
You
off.
tell me Santa's not real?
Yeah, right.
what next? The Tooth Fairy. That gym.
Chum Lee's a lot more likely to come down your chimney. He will fucking hold you up, put a gun to your head, and probably have a bunch of meth. But Pawn Stars, what a show! I firmly
My
believe
childhood.
part of its success was young men like me scrolling past and be like, "What that's it?"
Yeah. And then there was like the TNT like spin-off that
Finally
was
won.
like the pawn shop in Detroit, and it was called Hardcore Pawn.
That was the
was
one
a good
that I
one.
really scrolled past. I'm like, I'll check out some hardcore.
I know. Yeah.
Hardcore what on cable?
There you go, Nick. This is what you were looking for.
Yeah, some of them are like long and funny, but if you can't find them, I can't read most of
It says
no, I can't.
This is all
Brad
Steve will do
sealed
it.
me anabolic substance behind the gym.
that person definitely like had to be injecting the steroids wrong because he misspelled everything in that sentence.
I think it's memer talk, you know.
No, I think even Steve will do it had a full like rally at Zoo
At
Culture,
Zoo Culture, yeah,
where
no, they
people like showed up, like hundreds of people, like Bradley Martin sells me drugs
They-
with like signs and shit.
They closed the gym because of that.
Yeah.
For the day because
So
there
that's
was
a
a
thing.
huge like
Because
Get
COVID
together there.
awareness.
I'm so glad I don't go there anymore.
The only performance enhancers you're gonna get at Cats
Oh, here we
After
go.
Dark is Magic Mind.
Yeah.
Great segue.
Thank you, sir.
What's Magic Mind?
Magic
You haven't
Mind,
heard?
I'm so glad you asked. Do we only have 2 bottles left?
There's a bunch of warm ones.
I'll have a warm one. Someone
Okay.
can have a cold one.
BRB.
You can have it if you want.
No, that's okay.
You would have caught it had you already had it. Yeah, Magic Mind. It's the anti-procrastination drink. I think that's something we all deal with. Is procrastination. You know, we're ambitious young fellas, but sometimes your tasks, your to-do list, just seems so daunting. You take this. It's a nice, calm, zen focus filled with 12 natural ingredients: echinacea, ashwagandha, 10 others, and you'll take it, and it gives you a nice zen focus, a hum throughout the day to help you start knocking off your to-do list rather than seeing it grow. George is bringing in some more, and we're all going to have it. Honestly, go to magicmind.co/dark for 20% off.
20%?
For 20%.
That's awesome.
Promo code DARK. And if you don't, the show will end in 8 episodes because I'm not going to do it for free. That 8 episodes, okay? Think of this like Joe Budden's Spotify contract, right? That's another rabbit hole I went down. the last 3 days, all I've done is watch YouTube.
Wait, what's up with Joe Budden's Spotify contract?
We'll drink this. Magicmind.co/dark, promo code DARK, 20% off. Start fucking accomplishing more.
Cheers.
More stress less.
Drink your Magic Man.
I did. I polished it off.
It's not the only thing you polish off, huh?
No, my shoes. Because I have a wedding to go to on Saturday.
Honestly,
so.
I love this stuff. Like, no lie. It tastes like I love green tea. It's such a good flavor.
I am now like fully like I enjoy it. Sometimes if I'm on an empty stomach, it will give me like a little bit of gut rot.
Oh.
But
Oh, that's not good for the ad.
I know. Probably just edit that
I'm
out.
not.
Cut it out!
Hey, if you have that much nutrients in something, it's gonna feel weird entering your body. I take so many vitamins a day that like anytime between like 6 in the morning and like whenever I eat lunch, if I burp, it's just like, oh, there's an alphabet of vitamins.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if I have a coffee on an empty stomach, it's 1,000 times worse. I can feel like
Just have like a piece of toast or something.
I know. I fucking
Banana.
I go back and forth between I don't like eating breakfast. I don't know.
Uncrustables.
If I eat a little bit in the morning, then all of a sudden I'm hungry. But if I don't, then I can like go all day. I don't
Same
know. I'm
here.
figuring
Yeah.
figuring
No,
them out.
same.
But
You-
gut rot
I
just
drink
sounds
coffee right
terrible.
when I wake up.
What's up?
You guys drink coffee right when you wake up?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just plug for another podcast show. We just all ate the hot chip. What are you doing, Christian? Influencers in the wild. Jesus,
Are you for
Clip it!
real?
Clip
that
it!
is that is unbelievable.
Clip it.
I'm being real.
Dude, when I edit, I can see all 5 cameras, and there'll just be times Christian's like, fucking. It's like when we have a Zoom or something, so he has to pull something up, but he's just completely checked out.
No, I'm listening.
To your phone.
Yeah, but be real. Tell me, do you guys do this?
What the fuck is be real? What?
I was just being real and I got called out for it. You get a notification.
It's
And then you get like a notification like it's 2 minutes to be real. So you take a picture, rear facing camera, so I got all you guys, and then front facing camera. And then you be real.
That's
And you
what that
post
is.
it on Instagram or
And-
something?
No,
or-
when you post on Be Real.
It's owned by China and they get all of our information.
Dude,
Yeah,
don't
wow.
sell my
Come
Thanks,
on, why are
bro.
you saying that in front of
facial
Shane?
recognition.
Because he's Korean.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the first social media app in a while. Basically, since Clubhouse, that's had like a little bit of fucking
Traction.
momentum in the zeitgeist. And yeah, you basically You just get it. How long do you have? You get a notification and you have to.
You can post. You get the notification and you can do it whenever. Like so, like say I didn't do it. Say I waited like an hour. It would let everyone know that like, oh, Christian posted an hour late, or like you can post it right on time, and then it doesn't really matter when you post it. But when you take a picture, you have 2 minutes to take the picture, and then it shows you how many retakes you took. Like if someone went to my thing and clicked on the picture, it showed them where it was taken, how many retakes, how people react to it, comment on it,
Where it was taken.
How does it like? How can you start finding other people, or like how does it feed you other content?
So there is a friends tab and a discovery tab, like where
It keeps me young.
where I feel like I keep you young and I age you sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
You just balanced out.
But there's
But I'm interested in this.
it is a fun app. There's a discovery tab like where you like when people post it, like you can see what someone's doing at the moment in like Berlin or like all over the world. It's just a discovery tab, like just endless
I don't
people.
give a fuck.
How many followers are you at?
I don't care. What
I have
no
like
one
60
does.
friends, like all just close friends.
Wow, 60.
No, it's just like I think it's interesting because like
There
there
could
are
be a
people
fun social, like, because some of these they start with your friends, like Snapchat.
That's
it's
what
all
it
about
was,
your
yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
So like that could be fun. I could see
Yeah.
that.
Well, it was wild during like when the war with Ukraine first started popping off. There were people like there was like a mortar going off in the background. And people are doing like the be real. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Is that the thing
Damn.
you do?
Nah, it's just something I do
Oh,
like make me feel like less awkward, like than just staring at the camera.
Yeah, that should have made you feel way more awkward.
Yeah, but I feel like Will Ferrell. Like I don't know what to do with my hands. Like so, like I'm just like always like that. Or
Does it randomly tell you when to take the picture? Or is it like automated?
randomly throughout the day? Like some days it will be 2:00 2 days in a row. Then it will be like 7:00 like the next day. Like
Let me
it's
take
all
your
different
next
times.
one.
If I'm around you, yeah.
Let me take.
I saw one like people repost them on Twitter and shit, and it was like craziest be real of all time, and it's like someone opened their oven and this giant fireball came out. But it's like that guy. I want to know how long after he got the notification that was posted because he was like he's waiting for that shit.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
why
you-
it tells you. It tells you how long, basically. That's why people can tell, like, maybe you're setting it up or what.
It'd be sick if Prince Charles got one right now. It's like, oh, king now, bitches.
The funniest
Right
thing
away.
is I got one at my grandfather's funeral, and I did post one, like, in front of my as a joke, I did it in front of my grandfather's casket.
You say it as a joke, but
you did it.
Yeah.
I know, but, like, I did. Realistically, I did it for 3 people to laugh. My 2 brothers and my cousins.
I bet your grandpa would have gotten a kick out of it. Too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's
Well,
like
yeah, he would have.
some of the other family members were probably like, Jesus fucking Christ.
But they're not real enough, okay?
Yeah,
They're
I'm
not
just saying,
being-
just be real. Like, you know?
Yeah, I just like knowing when these like pop up, and then
Watching them burn and crumble.
that is really fun too. Like the amount of like the whole time I thought Clubhouse is fucking stupid. Like
Yeah.
but they have actually like their tech has like worked because like Twitter Spaces are like a real thing, and but yeah, I don't know anybody who's on Clubhouse.
I haven't even heard of Clubhouse. I'm
want-
so old school.
You want to know what's wild, too? Instagram. So, you know how Instagram basically stole TikTok?
Yeah.
They stole Be Real now too. They're releasing a thing called Candid Captures where it alerts you out throughout the day, and it has the rear facing camera and the forward facing camera, and they're telling like yeah, we're gonna roll it out. It's just some wild thing we decided to do, you know, like completely random. We want to try it out.
I like squashing the little guy.
Yeah.
They literally
Thank you,
take
though.
everything.
I love stealing.
That's called
ideas.
capitalism, all right?
Yeah.
You have the opportunity in this country to start any company you want, and
What's-
it will get stolen.
What is more real than capitalism?
I remember they did it to Snapchat too when they added stories, and it was when I was producing at the Podcast One, and I did Joe Coy's podcast. So like he always had these like Filipino influencers and stuff and guests. Filipino people, when there is a new social media, are the first one on it. Like, I had like on your stories how it shows like all the people who have posted them. The first day it was live, it was just 12 Filipino people, and then like no one, you couldn't watch any other stories because people didn't know what it was. They love social media.
Like, I get it. You're a nurse. Get out of here.
But when you're an early adopter, and if you're right, and it like pops off, then it's like it can be huge for you. Like,
Yeah, like Brows on the Truth Social.
were you big on True Social?
Truth Social.
That's Trump's.
Oh yeah.
Brows wasn't the first one on there.
That just made me like browsing.
You guys aren't on it?
I'm a Rumble man myself.
Did you guys just see how wide Nick's eyes went? Like he was so happy about it. Are you actually on Rumble?
No.
Oh, god damn it! I wanna know
What
what
was
it's
the?
like.
I don't even know what any.
Is that where Andrew?
Another
Tate
podcast network is exclusive
on
on
Rumble.
Yeah.
I believe it.
APN Social.
Should we sign up?
What was the? There was another one before Rumble that was like a conservative one.
Parlor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to update it, but I have Parlor on my phone. I got real Nick Davis on Parlor.
Got it
just
right
had
away.
to for
No one's
the-
getting this.
I couldn't risk somebody taking my name and exposing me.
But Joe Budden, that was one of the rabbit holes I went to.
Oh, yeah.
Let me take you on this journey, and I would love to hear the last thing you got sucked down. Yours seems very different. You said
The ice wall?
Yeah, Antarctic sheiks. Our fresh water's poisoned. Is that what it was about?
No, it was that like so it goes
Earth
with
is
like
flat?
the flat Earth thing and
There's
that.
an ice wall that keeps all the water
Yeah.
in.
And then
surrounding.
after the ice wall is like more undiscovered lands and stuff, and they're like all like harboring that, like the elites are all like harboring that and those resources for themselves.
Yeah,
and
that
it kind of goes
motherfucker
into
from
the
Nestle.
hollow Earth theory, but yeah, I'm seeing a lot of that stuff on TikTok right now with the Antarctic ice wall, and just like some random dude like reading like a few like things that he's just regurgitating, like, oh wow, that's
because
kinda
Sam
interesting.
Tripoli
Like,
was
Do
here.
you actually believe that though?
No, it's fun to like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. As long as you didn't believe that, then okay.
But
Hollow Earth.
I wish I would
I
like.
watched-
I would like for that to be real.
I watched
It'd be
God-
interesting. You know,
Yeah.
switch it up. You know.
I watched Skull Island King Kong.
Yeah.
So Hollow Earth is completely plausible.
No,
Is it?
Have you seen King Kong Skull Island?
Give me Hollow Earth. What's Hollow Earth?
That's that is basically that the Earth is hollow inside and like
There's a bunch
all
of
the
dope stuff in
creatures
there.
and fucking all the
Crab people?
basically
Dinosaur.
anything that like Bigfoot, anything
South
that you can't explain. It's like oh they're in the middle of the Earth.
Yeah.
It's like for real. Ah,
That's what Lord of the Rings was about.
oh fuck. See, he was onto something.
Kyrie believes, and this is like a common flat
Kyrie
Earth
Irving.
thing, that it's shaped like an eye. So like it's flat, but then underneath are
Oh,
basically
yeah,
like these
yeah.
tendricles
Yeah.
or something.
Oh.
He thinks the Earth is shaped like that.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving.
Just
Yeah.
Yoel
Yeah, I've
Romero's
seen those
thick
pictures
eye.
on Google of like the
Yeah.
illustration. I like that donut.
Would you
That one, the
Eye-shaped-
second to right on the is kind of like second to right on the top.
This. Oh, second to right. This.
Or
Yeah, that one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
That's cool.
I think that's the if you like drill down on flat earthers, like what's the shape then? Like they don't just think it's like this disc that's like flat. I think
That's Minecraft.
Yeah, that's that.
I like
I was
that.
gonna say that.
I want to
flat
have a
Earth,
house on the bottom side.
fucking Mordor.
But you know what I don't understand is people think that it's a flat Earth, but look at all the pictures and videos like we've seen live streams and
Fake.
everything. You think?
I'm just saying that's what they say.
Yeah, we're just saying you're a fucking sheep and read
Listen, do you
books,
think
you
all the
goddamn idiot,
astronaut-
and
all
not
the
ones you get
people-
from school? This guy.
All the people that have been involved, you don't think one since the first moon landing, you don't think there's gonna be one of those people that be like, yeah, listen, man, the Earth is actually flat.
Look up the
I
first interview from when they came back from the moon. Look how weird he's acting. I've seen Joe Rogan before. Come on,
Christian,
pull it up.
Christian, prove it to us. Just go try to run around the Earth. I promise you don't make it back.
Yeah.
You kill him.
Actually, start now.
Fuck, you got me there. First interview back.
I'm getting another course, and I'm telling you about this YouTube rabbit hole. It was a journey. You think?
Vape.
No, I'm a vape. Fucking.
This one.
For
looks
real,
like
where
it, yeah.
were you, bros? You just died.
He was in the Middle Earth, Hollow Earth.
Yeah, that's where I was.
I'm interested now. I need to see this, George. So you need to help me.
Type Joe Rogan after.
Just
Oh, cause that's what makes it okay.
Where do you think I get my knowledge from? I didn't go to college.
To JRE University.
But how did your kiddo's tournament go? Did that happen? Was that a thing?
Tournament?
Did I make it up?
That was a while ago, but
Oh.
yeah.
Well,
Did
you
she
haven't
win?
been here in a while.
Yeah.
Hey. Tell
What's
her I'm
up?
proud.
I said, well, you haven't been here in a while, so.
Yeah. I've been there. I've been in Ohio,
Even
Atlanta.
if it just happened, I can't say I'd want to hear about this.
Hey, you said vamp. You said vamp. Okay.
I wonder how mean that comes across, but I like.
It was
I
more.
No,
It was more
doesn't.
It was maybe a 7.5.
You're like, yeah, it went fine.
No, it was more funny than mean. So I think that was okay.
If you have kids, you understand people. Like, that's nice talk.
yeah.
Bros, how old is your
Do
kid
you have
again?
kids?
A couple. No,
Okay.
I got
A
a lot.
few.
I'm Uncle George. I got nieces and nephews. I can talk about dumb shit they do all day that nobody cares about.
Your daughter's what? 8?
11,
Oh.
How old are you, bro?
Damn.
31.
Damn, you're old.
I had her at 19.
How does that math work?
Dang.
Sounds like
I was
his
19.
pull-out game was weak.
That's what.
I don't think I've ever asked that, but was she planned or not?
No.
Okay.
Told you.
He's 19.
It's getting deep,
so?
man.
I know
At
so many
19,
kids.
I'm like,
Bro, I know kids my age who were having kids when they were graduating and getting married and shit. One of the kids I went to high school with who still sells drugs named his kid Nacho. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. That's not your kid.
Yeah. They better not
That's
go
where it
on
came
Maury
from.
Goldfish.
I'm not kidding. His son's name is Nacho Libre Adams is the kid's name.
So that kid's gonna
Sounds like a
fucked up.
19-year-old.
No.
name.
That's gonna be the best kid in the world.
The kid
My-
honestly will probably be turn out
Do you guys?
funny. It's like
he's got
the fire sharpens you.
Do you guys know my mom legitimately tried to name me Scooby Doo Harris? My mom.
You do look like a Scooby.
I know, right? Fucking
But
my
not,
mom.
not a do.
Yeah, just Scooby.
Scooby.
Scoobert Doobert. But
Scoob,
no,
that's
my
my
mom legitimately, she never got to name any of her kids. And I was her last kid. And
Good
they're like,
reason
what do-
why.
They're
That's
like,
why,
what do you want to
yeah.
name him? She's like, I don't know,
keeps
something
bringing
like
them up.
something fun like Scooby Doo. And they were like, no.
That's why we don't let you do that part.
They're like, how about your father's name, George Harris II? I'm like, yeah, and that's me now. That's my history.
That's why we have.
I missed. You got to pick. I missed it.
No.
They asked
You got to pick at an early age.
He's like 8 years old. Like, listen, we
He
still can't
spun. He
figure out a
spun the
name.
wheel.
I pulled my head. I said, just don't anything but that, please.
Oh,
All right,
fuck.
Joe
Georgie.
Button.
Yeah, what does the
Who is
Spotify
Joe
Joe Button do?
You don't know who Joe Budden is?
Pull him up.
Joe Budden.
Button.
Oh, I was thinking of the rapper Joe Budden.
That's him.
That is.
Yeah.
It's Budden.
That's
isn't
in. Button,
it? Am I
yeah.
not
Button.
saying it right?
Button.
Sounds like
I
we're
like
saying
button.
button.
I'm saying Budden. B-U-D-D-E-N.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
I was
works.
singing TTO.
I heard Button.
I
but
said Button for sure.
He said Button. I said Budden.
You know, I just talk
Okay,
to
I hear it now. I hear it now.
it starts with you guys know Jumper.
Yep.
Adam
Adam 22.
22. Man, I like. It took me a while, but he is one of the best interviewers.
Yep.
Like he's so well versed on his guests, and he just lets them talk. He doesn't like interrupt. It's amazing. But he had Andrew Callahan on.
Yes.
And I also thought he just like kind of fucking latched on to like rap and just got famous from that. But Adam 22's been hustling for like
Did you watch the Warren Shire or the Chirac video that Channel 5 put out? Andrew Callahan.
the old block one. I did.
I love it.
It was crazy because like a week ago on another podcast show, my buddy Pat was like, he's almost 50. He like just had heard of Young Gravy. And Young Gravy's having like a moment because he's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
with the DeMillos.
Yeah,
and
his
shit.
PR team is
He's
just doing a
dating Addison
fantastic
Rae's mom
job.
now.
Yeah, yeah, and then so like Pat's like playing this music. He's like, I can't believe this is what the kids are listening to. I'm like, this isn't what the kids are listening to. This is like universally considered cringe. What they listen to is black people killing themselves in Chicago, like driller shit. That's what's
Brooklyn-
popular. In hip hop. Is that not like?
It's Brooklyn
Yeah.
Drill.
Drill music.
Brooklyn Drill, Chicago Drill, yeah.
Chicago
Fabio-
started drill.
Yeah, Chicago
Yeah.
started drill.
I thought Brooklyn did.
No,
No,
in O
it's
Block.
Chicago.
It's
Chief
literally yeah.
Brooklyn's
Chief
better,
Keef,
though. Brooklyn Drill's
King
better in
Vaughn, all of them growing up in O Block together.
Wait, people still listen to Chief Keef?
Chief Keef was like that was my prime time, like 8th like high school. That or like even before that. That's when Chief Keef was 16 and I was like 11.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I hate
with
being
bitches
so
love
old.
He was
so-
16 when that music video came out, which is
Yeah.
insane to think about.
Yeah, it was a long time.
But Pop Smoke really started to make.
All right, you
Brooklyn
hang out with
Drill.
the guys from Power. We get it.
I just think Brooklyn Drill's better. I mean, the only Chicago artist I like is really King Vaughn, RP, and Polo G. That's it.
See, I
Other
haven't
than
heard
that-
any of the music.
Yeah, I'm so, this is like.
I'm just
Yeah, I
from
don't
there,
know.
so I'm a lot more deeply connected. This is my
Yeah.
youth.
I like having my like knowing like what's going on, but it's like I listen to like one song. I don't know. They sound similar to me. I sound like old as fuck. I'm sorry. I like J. Cole. That makes me an old hip hop
No,
fan.
J.
No, no, no.
That's
J. Cole's
respectable.
fire.
Goaded. Yeah.
I claim Brooklyn Drill because the only rappers we got where I'm from is Mike Stud. Only rapper we got.
Hey.
So Adam 22 has Andrew Callahan from Channel 5 on, and they just start talking about all the shit. Like, basically, Andrew Callahan's thing was like he was trying to confront Adam 22 about having all these rappers who were involved with the driller shit and killing, and like he's like, do you feel any responsibility for like pushing this out to the masses? And that was a lot of the crux of the conversation, because Andrew was like, there's all these YouTube documentaries that are like glorifying it, so obviously I had to find those documentaries. And then I found this guy Trap Lore Ross, who does like 2.5-hour documentaries. I'm gonna drop you this one clip I screen recorded on what's going on in like Jacksonville, Toronto, Chicago, the war in Chirac, and it's like it's super depressing, but it's also like fascinating. And the guy Trap Lore Ross is so good at it. He's such a good narrator. Do you have your?
My airdrop should be on.
I'm glad. I didn't know this is the rabbit hole you were talking about. I thought you were going to talk about some crazy rabbit hole YouTube shit.
Well, this was one of them. And,
this is cool.
And then also on Andrew and Adam 22 started talking about Crip Mac.
Oh, Crip Mac?
Yeah.
I love Crip Mac. It's hilarious. I'm a fan of Andrew Callahan, so that's how I found all these guys.
Yeah.
Crip Mac, who's that? Sounds like a
He's a
cryptocurrency. Like,
Yeah.
board.
It's the new crypto.
I have 1,000 shares of Crip Mac. 10 cents.
I would invest.
Yeah.
But he is just
Tyler Winklevoss is the Crip Mac.
Tyler Winkle. I don't know who that is.
That's a Bitcoin joke.
Winkle. Okay, yeah.
like it.
Yeah. So this is Trap Lore Ross, and this is from like the Jacksonville murder documentary.
These some jits right here. That's the Florida term for kids.
Founded by Flip the Youngin and Trigger Rome.
Is that you or me?
That's me, I think.
Child. He actually started rapping at the young age of 14, finding himself rolling with a crew of rapping G's called Youngin Gang, a crew apparently founded by Flip the Youngin and Trigger Romo.
They were older than me, I was youngest.
Oh, okay.
But their name was just spelled like Y-U-N-G.
So Ace, along with his Youngin Gang boys, made songs like the early track Go to War, which came along with a music video where they were showing off some heavy artillery. Hell, at one point a dude even pulls out a World War I looking rifle with a goddamn bayonet at the end. Guess these guys are in the trenches for real, for real. Now that music video introduced us to a few other familiar faces that were around Ace in the early days of his career. That includes...
This guy is amazing.
He's funny.
He's
funny, yeah.
For real.
He pulled out an M1 Grand with a bayonet on.
And he's like a long time hip hop fan, so he really listens to all this shit. And everything okay back there?
I know. What the fuck's going on, dude?
That was so funny.
You guys are just high as shit. Both of you are just super
That
high.
was so funny. He just pulled out a gun with a bayonet on it.
I know.
Is that not hilarious?
From World War II.
So you could watch that for forever. That was about a half a day. I learned about all these this rap shit. But then I backed out. Oh, I ended up back at Trap Lore Ross, and then he had a whole thing about the collapse of the Joe Budden podcast. Do you know anything about his podcast? He was.
I know they split up and there was beef, but I didn't look into it any more than that.
Joe Budden sounds like his entire career he's like had success and then he fucks it up constantly because he's like an egomaniac.
And I remember he was in like all the Eminem ciphers back in the day.
Yeah, and then he got in a. This was all Trap Lore Ross taught me it all.
Okay.
He was first in an argument with Jay-Z, got fired from Def Jam, and then he was with Eminem. They got into beef. Then he started his podcast. That blew up. In 2019, it was the biggest podcast on Spotify. He got over $10 million from Spotify. It was before the Joe Rogan deal. But then like his two guys who were on the podcast, Mal and Rory, they basically like wanted equity. It's like a tale as old as time. Like when these things get bigger, they're like, "Oh, we've been part of it." He's like, "I started it," and that all collapsed. But then Adam 22 was on Joe Budden, and they had a whole thing. And Joe Budden was basically trying to say like Adam 22 is like also perpetuating all these gang guys getting killed and
like a culture vulture kind of
culture vulture and taking advantage because he will repost when he's had 12 people on his show that have died. Like
that was their last
Joe
interview.
Budden?
No, Adam 22.
Are you serious?
Well, he finds this like
Maybe even more.
Yeah,
Like,
like
it's
all the
literally-
early rappers like Lil Peep and everything. Like he finds people early and kind of puts them on, but I mean a lot of them just develop drug problems and like overdose.
So death from overdosing, not actually
Mostly.
murder.
So there's some gangs.
gang violent deaths as well.
Wow.
And then he'll repost right after, which I am on the side, as he was trying to defend himself, that it's like, but also like, obviously it's a little opportunistic and there is benefit for him reposting it, but like, that's what people want to see and like hear. They want to hear these people in interviews like before they died and stuff. So like, I don't really think it's like, unless it's something that makes them look bad, but it's like something they wanted to put out there. I think that is. What do you guys have thoughts on that? Do you think it's like exploitative?
I don't like the fact that it's like reposting so quick after someone's death like that. But he puts a lot of people on too. Like those kids want to go on his show. A lot of them blow up from it.
Yeah. That's another thing that they were trying to say. Like, you're taking advantage of these kids. It's like a young OnlyFans girl, but it's like they're getting huge benefit. Like they feel like they're going on Carson if they get the call to be on Adam 22 show.
Adam, he used to do a live stream that people pay $200 just for him to like listen to their song for like a minute.
Yeah.
Like, and just for that little bit of promo during the live stream, it's like a set price of $200 just for you to critique me and like criticize me on a platform.
I love
strange.
Incredible business model.
Oh yeah, he's smart with the money. But I mean, to get into the morals of it is dicey because it's like maybe what do you put a claim at the beginning that's like, hey, be responsible, blah blah blah. Like, is that his responsibility to tell these people this gang life isn't nice? Fucking.
That was another thing about like the glorification of it and stuff. But it's like, you can't tell someone how to receive it. Like when I see that shit, I'm like, this is sad.
Yeah.
I want this shit to end. Like, why are they killing each other over nothing? I'm not like, oh, I want to fucking kill someone now.
But here's the thing: like, there's gonna be a whole bunch of people clipping it anyways, and it's like that's your stuff. Like,
do you get ahead of it or like? I don't know.
And Mark Maron, for years, when someone dies, he posts. He's done it with Patrice O'Neal. He's done it with Norm Macdonald, and I fucking love that. Like, that was like, wow, you remember them, and like, I don't know. So it's.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't even because like think about it, Queen Elizabeth just died. It gets posted everywhere instantly, right?
See, and that was a lot of Adam's thing. He was talking about how I'm a media company, and this is like what you do, and when your audience wants it, like you put it out there. But they're like, what about the families? But they kept putting all these hypotheticals. They're like, what if his mother asked you to put it down, but she didn't? In fact, you don't even know how she feels about it. Maybe she is happy that's out there again.
I do agree with Brows though. There should be like a little, like after someone dies, like if he reposts it, like I think there should be like a little bit of a grace period from when he posted. Like if it say, like you said, Lil Peep was on before he died. Say like Adam 22 reposted it the day Peep died. I think that's like a little much. I think maybe he should like wait, like should be like a week grace period or something. I feel like, or like a little bit of time. No,
I mean, Joe Budden would agree with you, but I feel like I don't. I feel like that's the time to post it. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
With the music stuff, like when people die and they like start promoting their music real heavy, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's like when you
mentioned Pop Smoke, they talked like for weeks at a time. He was just straight rotation. Like,
yeah, but that was also because he was at the height of his career too. Like he was like really like at the height right before he died. So, and like Mac Miller, when they died, they didn't really they didn't promote his shit that much. He dropped an album like a week or
a year later. It was
no he dropped
before he died.
Yeah, it was Swimming, I think it was.
Yeah,
right before he died, and there wasn't even that much promotion around that. I don't think.
Yeah, it's tough. But then from that, they were talking about one specific guy who died, who he reposted, and they had a really big problem with. And it was this guy who's semi like Andrew Tate adjacent, Kevin Samuels.
Okay.
And I had never heard of this guy, and he was fucking huge. He was about to have a moment, but like a year ago, I think in July of last year, he died from a heart attack. But man, this guy was its own separate rep. This is like literally the past 4 days. It was like from Am 22 to Andrew Callahan to Trap Lore Ross, back to Andrew Callahan, Joe Budden. But that I think I sent you I texted you a link to Kevin Samuels.
Is this not him?
I texted you a link.
There might be a video.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But he's basically, he started in PR, and he's kind of like a mover and a shaker. But then he started to find like YouTube success, he used to give advice to men, like how to like become a man, build a family, blah blah blah. But then he started to get more traction when he started telling women what they need to do to like be better for men, and he became really controversial. He would have these live streams and basically like, coach women on like what they would ask him advice, but he'd be really harsh about like, you're kind of average. So I don't know if you should be looking for a man who has 6 figures. And I don't know.
This is when I realized how old I am. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I don't know what's going on either. So.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
Quiet. He's like Eddie Brown.
That's why I feel like I'm having a midlife crisis because I just went down like hip hop YouTube and man, there's some good shit out there. Like it's like a study in like what creators are doing because I want to read more stuff that's like not just podcast related. But I don't know. I have this down and all this stuff is like really intimidating. I feel like it would take months and I never put it out. Like my Corey Feldman documentary.
You better hurry up, dude.
Yeah, no,
or wait till something happens to him and then bam.
I'll kill him.
Yeah. Nice callback.
You can't do that. You can't say that either.
So go to 1108. So this is his most viewed video, and it was on one of his live streams, and he has women. This one actually started out really funny because he has this disagreement night where women are supposed to call in and just like combat his viewpoints. But this woman called in and she's like, "Oh, I wanna ask your advice about something." He's like, "But this is disagreement night. You know I'm trying to run a business here. If you want to ask me advice, you can book a session or you can try to get on the proper stream." And she's like, "Well, I'm a business owner." She's like, "Oh, you're a business owner. What do you do at that business?" And she's like, "I sell pet goods." She's like, "Well, if you sell pet goods and someone comes in and tries to buy whatever the fuck, like, how would you feel?" He's like, "But this is a teaching moment, so I'm going to ask me your advice." And then he just tears into this woman. And this is like when it started. Yeah. 1108.
Yep. Yeah, is this where he tears into the woman?
I mean, it's basically the whole 22 minutes, but she's also very unrealistic.
But I have been working on myself this year and booking your...
Okay, ma'am, but okay. 35, 13-year-old son with a sketchy father. Why would a man who's in the top 10% of earners, who women across the country...
She has stated that she cannot find a man who makes 6 figures or more because she feels like she's very ambitious and she has her own business where she makes 6 figures. So she's looking for a man that has 6 figures. But she's also told him she's 35. She has a 13-year-old son. The dad's not really in the picture. And
want that?
Because I have a lot to offer. I feel like...
Would you want your son to... If you had a son making that kind of money, would you want him to bring home a woman who had a 13-year-old son from a sketchy father? Or would you prefer him to get a woman who had no children, was younger, and easier to get on his program?
Depending on his age.
See what I mean? See what I mean? This goes so deep for black women. They will even... should have been an easy question.
Right,
no, I would not.
This is when he starts to get people get pissed at him because he like just calls it a problem with black women. And he responded to this video of Tomi Lahren. Tomi Lahren put out some Instagram live. She's like, "PSA to men: this is why you're not finding what you want. Like, be reliable. Don't ghost. Quit hitting us up at 2 a.m." And he came in. He's like, "They're ghosting you because you're average, Tommy. You're what I call an adaptable 6. You can dial you up and you can be an 8, but you're a 6."
He's like Tom Likas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was comparing just 2 weeks ago, like Andrew Tate. I felt like he's a Tom Likas.
Yeah.
His misogyny is a character, but they also obviously believe it. And I don't know. It's problematic, but man, you
go back and listen to like old Tom Likas stuff. It's funny to like go back.
I never heard any of it, but Adam Carolla talked about him a lot, and both the guys on another podcast show. They both, one of them, his dad listened to it all the time with him in the car, and try to do like 20 seconds of something Tom Likas would say. He was an old misogynistic.
But he was
guy.
like huge, like radio guy in like the early 2000s and stuff, like nationally syndicated shock jock, and he would just be like, like fuck.
The problem with these bitches
Yeah,
is
exactly.
they're just after your money.
He'd be like, treat women like crap. They like being treated like crap. Never get married. Like getting married is like the stupidest thing like a guy can do. Why would you do that to yourself? Like they all end in divorce. Never take a girl out to dinner. Don't spend more than like $20 on a date. Like the goal is just to get laid as quick as possible and for as cheap as possible and like that kind of stuff. And a big thing he would do is like Flash Fridays. So like everyone would be on the like going into the weekend, like driving home from the weekend and be like, all right, now it's time for Flash Fridays. And if you're listening in your car, if you're a guy, you're supposed to like do your high beams. If you're a girl, you're supposed to flash like whoever like
I didn't know
yeah, that was like a big thing.
Did it happen?
Yeah. And that was like a big, like he would do that all the time. And the funny thing is, he's just like this, like big, fat, like gross, like white dude. And he's like talking about all this stuff. And ladies will call in and be like, "Oh, look at you." And he's like, "Oh, you're smart, huh? You're smart, huh? You don't think I know that about myself? That's why I work so hard and get money." And like, yeah.
Can you look at Tom? I've never actually seen a picture of him. Tom Leykis, Leykis.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah.
Sorry, spell that again.
Leykis.
That's
I
him.
think he's still doing a podcast out
Yeah,
there.
he does something behind a paywall. Yeah.
He's got to be behind a paywall.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's on Rumble.
He's behind some wall.
Yeah. He's so good at like any kind of debate. He just changes the direction and then fucking always wins every single time.
And he'll like talk about like a guy who's like in a relationship with like a bigger woman and he like knocked her up and stuff, and he's like, he is a captive, he is a prisoner, he has no life between his eyes, like behind his eyes.
That's so funny.
He was actually really funny and really smart too.
Unfortunately radio died.
Yeah.
He didn't adapt fast enough, but
I'm sure he probably does well on his, because like
Video killed the radio star.
Just like old ass, lonely, nostalgic guys who are definitely alone.
Yeah,
because they were like he was like their hero. Probably.
But he has like all his old stuff on YouTube, and it's like the same thing as that guy. Like
the old stuff's on there.
Yeah, and you can listen to like a whole bunch of like full episodes, and it's the same thing. Like guy would be like, "Oh yeah, I've been like seeing this girl, like she has a kid and stuff, and I'm like kind of paying for the kid." And he's like, "Why would you ever pay for the kid that's not yours? Like, what are you doing?" And it's like, it's funny to hear someone else say it. Like, you don't necessarily have to agree with everything.
They're intrusive thoughts, and they're all winning. You know.
I'm gonna have to look up those old. That might be a future another podcast show segment, like great moments in Tom Leykis history.
Yeah.
It would kind of be a follow up to great moments in Tyra Banks' history. She has some great fucking viral moments when she used to have a talk show. Tyra Banks hates fat people, and it would all be like, "Oh, I wore a fat suit for a day to see how it feels," or like, I don't know. And now she is big.
She bigger?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was this chef who was on Below Deck, a female chef. Before she was a chef, she was on America's Next Top Model, and that has another like millions and millions of like or thousands of viral moments because they were so mean to these women. And she was like a size 4 or something, and they said she was a plus size model. And maybe like a month ago, this chef went like viral on TikTok, and she was making tabloids because she quote tweeted a picture of like Tyra in like velour sweats looking a little bigger, and she was like, "Remember when you called me a plus size model?" or something like that. Pretty savage.
In what sweats?
Do Chef Rachel Tyra tweet. And then days later, we had Chef Rachel on our podcast, another Below Deck podcast. And it really seemed like she was going through a manic episode, to be honest. She was burning all bridges she had ever had, saying Bravo mistreated her, didn't pay.
That's the outfit.
Yeah.
I'd still go for it.
Oh, absolutely. That'd be a good time.
How tall is Tyra? She's like 6 foot or something. Yeah. So she must be pretty big then.
Man, I wore out a 1998 swimsuit at fucking cover with.
What?
What?
Oh, you jacking off?
I mean, if
if you want to get scientific,
Just making sure.
Speaking innuendo.
You said wore out, dude.
Yeah, sticky pages, motherfucker.
Sticky
so old. You mean masturbating?
Hey, why you put the accent in there, dude? Masturbating? You jerk.
you touched yourself there. That what you
Hate
mean?
crime.
Does anybody
Hey,
have a
crime.
bathroom key on them? I have to pee.
There's
No, you
locked
don't
it in
need
the
to.
bathroom.
paper
Just push
towel
it.
stuff
Just push
into
the
the
push the door.
Okay. And then
Should we
in
talk about the
Chronicles of Christian leaving a life he shouldn't lead. You're going to 279 this weekend?
You're freaking kidding, dude. Seriously.
Are we still doing the like fans chime in stuff?
The tournament? Yes. I'm just lazy and
We didn't find one out.
prep. Oh, we're going to.
Oh fucking
Yeah,
Nick
but so
is
Kevin Holland
procrastinator.
Kevin Holland's really good friends with my brother, so Gianni asked for tickets. Or I think Kevin reached out to him and asked if he wanted to come, and it worked out for me because it was supposed to be Gianni, Michael, Michael's videographer, and Michael's security all going to the fight, but they're going back to New York for Michael's birthday, his birthday is a day after mine. So Gianni's like, you know what? This is your birthday present.
That's
I'm gonna
dope,
bring
though.
you to UFC 279. We're gonna me, Gianni, our roommate Brandon, and Daniel Sanjata, who's also on Power. We're all going up to Vegas Saturday morning to watch.
dope.
Yeah, and then I think
Give
I'm
me
gonna
the
meet up
ticket.
with the homie, my friend Sasha, who fights. He's cornering Dodd this weekend, so this should be very interesting.
Dodd.
Huh?
Cornering D-Rod?
Oh, D-Rod?
Yeah.
Daniel Rodriguez?
Why'd you say
Yeah, Dodd.
Oh no. Wait. 'Cause he said I'm high. He said Dodd.
Oh, there you go.
Jeez.
Let me see.
Dodd.
That's
Your
so
homie-
freaking cool, though,
so
man.
So you got you're double dipping here. You got your stakes in Kevin Holland and Daniel Rodriguez.
Dodd.
Dodd. Is
Donnie?
he Dodd?
Is that you?
Are you my Dodd?
Do you know where you're sitting?
Dodd or
Christian or
Rodder?
no?
Did I just misread it? Because
It has to be D-Rod. It has to be D-Rod.
I opened it mad late.
Yeah, it's D-Rod. There's no other Dodd in there.
Yeah.
I really need
Dodson?
P2.
Isn't
Yeah,
that the guy?
he's like, that's
He's in
BKFC.
BKFC.
Oh no, Drod.
That's D-Rod.
That's
D-Rod.
That's D-Rod. Come on, Christian.
Jesus.
Dog,
You're
dude.
acting like this is a fucking Guardians of the Galaxy kid.
Right.
Now he's messing you up now, dude.
I thought it was a nickname.
It's not Drod.
It is a nickname, but it's D-Rod, not.
Yeah, but the way I read it, because he didn't put.
He didn't put a dash.
No, it was D-R-O-D. So it's
Okay,
like,
yeah,
oh,
so
Drod.
he
I was like, I
didn't-
didn't know there was
he
a guy
should put
named guy named
Drod.
Drod fighting.
He messed up then. He should put the
How
dash.
do you not know the guy that your buddy is fighting?
He's Kevin Holland's not my buddy. He's Gianni's buddy.
you can
I've
claim
never
it.
met him.
That's so cool, man.
Sasha's more my buddy than him.
How lucky this guy is, dude.
I want to link up with Adrian.
I asked him if he was gonna be there. He said he said he's not gonna be able to make the next one, but yeah.
Come on,
We had,
Adrian.
we had an interesting chat.
I'll get
last
you a
night.
Dr. Pepper.
Christian, so where are you sitting? Do you know where your seat place is?
Oh
or
my
no?
god, it's in fucking. I guarantee it's in like celebrity
Well,
will
see,
be on camera area.
here's the thing, because I'm not gonna mention who, but my brother's ex. Whom? Really?
Just like
Teacher
I'm
in
really
all
good. I'm really
aspects.
good at it.
You just love to fuck.
I just want to mentor you, okay?
Yeah. Let it mentor.
Just let me mold your mind.
Is that right, though?
Nick's gonna buy me.
I think it's a.
Yeah, because he said I'm not
not
going to
gonna
mention
mention
who. And then you answer the question, and
To whom are you talking about?
Yeah. So if you would say, I mentioned him.
Nerd alert.
So if you say him, then it's whom. We're getting.
I
into-
think it's. I think he said it right.
he did it.
I'm not
Hopefully,
gonna mention
someone.
whom.
Hey,
I'm
I
not gonna mention
struggle with
who.
English on a
Is this
daily
the
basis, so I'm not
office?
surprised.
But
Is
he
this
just
the
said
office
Drod.
that-
Oh, he's right. Oh
Yeah.
my God, he's right. He's right.
I'm telling
yeah,
you.
no one just hear what Brows just
Because
said.
you would say, I'm not going to mention who.
Who?
But he.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened with Brown?
I got my face. I'm cutting it all up. So no one will see it.
Yeah, the
Anytime I
joke's
say
on
that, I
you.
don't do it. It's a big
When you said he's that, I was right. Brows just looked at you. He goes, "Did anyone just hear him say Drod or?"
Drod.
Christian's favorite comic is Drod Carmichael.
But so I'm not gonna mention who. I love how
wanted to
Nick
say D-Rod
stopped me
Carmichael.
and
That
he was
didn't make
wrong.
sense.
Drod.
But I'm not gonna mention who my brother's ex-girlfriend's dating. But she's dating a UFC fighter. She's been going to a lot of the fights, but the fight that he fought, we thought she would be in celebrity seating, and everything, and she was in the nosebleeds.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it did make us feel like a little better. made us feel a little better.
And I'm guessing this UFC star or UFC fighter is a pretty big name.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's kind of.
He's one. I'll give a hint. He's easily one of the ugliest people in the UFC.
That is fucked up, but
His
okay.
name rhymes with Sean or Megger.
Yeah, right. By the way, that sounded really. It sounded very close to another thing.
Come on, Chin. Don't cancel me, bro.
I don't want to cancel you.
Como se
But yeah,
dice
so-
cancel?
That doesn't surprise me that some groupie whore got fucking
Groupie whore.
nosebleeds. I mean, I'll bleep it. Probably.
I don't know why you guys were like.
That's
it
so
made
harsh.
you all feel better that she
Yeah.
wasn't
That
sitting in
that
the.
made me feel better that Nick said that. That made me feel like at ease. So the main thing I'm
She's
worried
fucking guys from Power and UFC
Yeah.
guys. I'm sorry, I
And
don't know how
So
else
is
to
Chris.
explain it.
and she didn't even watch UFC before she started
I
dating
interested?
Gianni.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I think Nick's got a point there.
Yeah, she had no idea what UFC was.
Oh
The reason
my
why it's
gosh.
such like a pain in the ass and like that irks all of us is we showed her what UFC was. Gianni would have UFC watch parties every weekend.
And she's like, I want that one.
Well, now somebody else is showing her what UFC is. You know?
All I know is we're gonna have to hold Gianni back because he can't get his ass kicked by this person because we're all fucked if he does. So
I'm putting zero effort into this.
Gianni's too smart. Like, it'd be a bad look to get your ass kicked. Gianni's on a PR wave right now. He's killing the
he's
game.
already fucking up that other white guy.
Yeah, fuck Tommy.
yeah,
KATS official
I don't know
After
his
Dark
name.
stance is fuck Tommy.
Who's Tommy?
Team Braden.
He's fucking
Joseph Sikora.
Gary Owen.
yeah, fuck
Gary
Tommy,
Owen.
dude.
Oh god.
So
I like Gary Owen. but Gary
Gianni
Owen.
had beef with Joseph Sikora, who he plays Tommy on the original Power. Gianni basically replaced him because he's just better, and Tommy's ugly and just kind of
Jeez.
He's old.
and old. Yeah, he's like being phased out. What I don't get is why he's so jealous. He has his own spinoff.
Finish
So,
explaining.
so 50 invited Gianni and Mike to Tycoon Weekend, and
What
he
is
was-
Tycoon Weekend?
50 Cent's Weekend in Houston.
Okay.
Was that where they were doing the dance with?
They were doing the dance with AB
Yeah.
and
Antonio Brown.
50 Cent.
I know that. I know AB.
But so 50 brought them all on stage and like was introducing everyone. And Michael went up, dapped Joseph Sikora up. Gianni went up to dap Joseph Sikora, like he tapped his back, and like Joseph turned, looked at Gianni, looked at his hand, and then just said nah, and like turned away.
Whoa.
And everyone started calling out, like, why are you acting all salty? So Gianni just kind of like rode the wave and like kind of made him look like a bigger idiot.
And it made,
Like-
and it made like it's on like the shade, like the biggest Hollywood gossip sites. There,
50's
the Power
posted it.
Stars beef and shit.
50
Hollywood?
posted it a bunch of times.
Hollywood gossip sites?
Yeah,
But is it more?
urban.
Yeah.
But urban socialites are what runs like
Yeah.
the paparazzi at the moment. Like
You know.
if you're talking about the younger demographic, yeah, it was like the biggest. Like I
Wow,
was seeing
dude.
it on accounts that like I was seeing Gianni pop up on shit I don't follow, like because he
Right. Where's the show at?
Houston.
Houston, yeah.
Houston?
Texas, baby.
That's a huge ass fucking arena.
Is this the one when he?
No, this was just 50 bringing him out.
Yeah.
I think did he post it? This is him dancing with Antonio Brown and 50 and Rainey.
You might have to mute that.
It's amazing that
That's a vibe.
Antonio Brown literally just acted like the most selfish head case on the planet and has only furthered
Blown
his
up.
bottom line.
Yeah.
Like,
Love it.
I don't. Such a bad example. But his tweet was funny. Did you see his?
Which one?
Oh yeah, I can't remember what it was.
He was like, I don't look up Antonio Brown Red Rocks tweet. It was something like, my biggest regret isn't quitting in the middle of a game. It's not running out my teammates.
It's the fact that I haven't been able to see myself play a game on the
yeah,
sideline.
yeah.
It would be like Jesus
beautiful.
at Red Rocks.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Right there. That's foosball.
Foosball right there. So is the beef still going on with Gianni and the other dude?
The other guy was
I
trying
saw
to
it on Complex.
Can we bleep this? Because I don't know how many people he wants to know, but I'll obviously tell you guys.
Gianni's going to get him fired off the show.
No. So Joseph called and apologized.
Joseph?
Tommy.
Okay.
The guy who plays Tommy. Because 50 posted this and was like posting like Gianni like ripping him apart. And like,
Because 50's like fanning the flames.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
these are-
like,
yeah,
this-
these
that's
are.
what I
This
was
is all
asking.
publicity
He
for
said-
power.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
he says, "Oh shit, it's up. I never like to start shit, but you should sock him, Tommy, because Tommy like acted like everything was all good."
I know that, but I mean, that's the guy you're talking about. I recognize that guy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the dollar
Now
store
that-
Eminem looking
Gary
guy.
Owen.
I know the guy that is mistaken for, or they look a lot alike.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he really looks like just like a dollar store version of Slim Shady.
But I mean, it's in his character or him on the show, he's like a badass, right?
yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
So now he's beefing with your brother.
my brother, because basically, so in the first
they
story
white.
it was Ghost and Tommy.
It's true though.
Yep.
In the first story it was Ghost and Tommy and Power, and then the spinoff it's
Ghost because he's white.
no Ghost is the name of the drug dealer. It's like the drug dealing like code for him. Like his real name in the show is James St. Patrick, which is Michael Rainey Jr.'s father in the show. Because Michael plays Tariq St. Patrick. So
I feel like I'm watching Trapler Ross again.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
spinoff.
Quan got
This is our
shot by
iceberg.
King Von and fuck.
Yeah.
This is our iceberg. This is the.
This is a conspiracy
Power
theory, yeah.
iceberg. The name of the episode.
But so it's the spinoff is basically Gianni and Michael, who are basically the new Tommy and Ghost. Like it kept
kids on the block.
Yeah, literally, and it kept the main Power fan base because it's just a continuation of the show. Meanwhile, Tommy Joseph Sikora's show is a spinoff, like, and it's a different storyline. It's not like it is a continuation, but it's not gonna have the same reach. I don't think.
Does it say? Is it called Power Book 3?
It's Power Book 4 Force. Is what it's
so
called.
there's yeah, because it's smart how they're doing it. They're like
it's
semi under the same umbrella.
It's like
they had
instead of
Power-
making movies, they're making series.
They
the
did
Bible
so
for like shitty black television.
yeah,
It's
they
a
did
big,
so.
rich town.
I mean, black television.
It was genius the way they did it. Because they did Power Book 2 Ghost, which is a continuation. Then they did Power Book, I think 3 is Raising Kanan, which is the prequel to Power. It's like
so
50
hard to-
Cent like growing up.
I'm gonna
like
put
50 Cent's
Chappelle
character growing up.
tumbling over this again. That's what they did when his dad was talking about Skypass security.
All right, we can change it.
No, we're on you.
So
this is all a
after-
tangent off of 279.
So you went to the strip club with your brother, and you picked up money off
I
the
did.
floor.
I saw that, yeah.
Strip club
Made-
last
oh my
weekend.
God.
I
I
texted
texted
279 this
you the
weekend.
video. I texted you. So that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
to me.
Christian, come on.
he immediately
Threw it back down.
He regurgitated it back. He's not fucking putting it in his pocket. He's just keeping the energy going.
Yeah.
You picked it up and threw it again?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
It's
I
not
thought
like-
you actually took
Yeah,
it.
watch.
Look, I throw all my own money. Then once it hits the floor, I pick my own money up again and I throw it again. It's my
can't-
money. I
you
should be able
can't
to
do
do
that.
whatever I want with it.
I
Can't
don't
do
think
that.
you can do that.
Let's
No.
see.
Look, see?
Can't do
I'm
it.
throwing my money.
I can't even see. Where
Just
are you?
watch.
I'm the one in the white.
You're doing this, right?
And now you try to make it look like more. You just picked it up off
Look
the
at how.
Okay, yeah,
messy-
now I get why it's
I mean, I love that you did that, but you can't do that.
Oh
What
no,
the hell?
It's definitely gonna be frowned
that in there,
upon.
yeah.
I just don't think
Because that's
it
money
should be.
spent already. And
Yeah,
the
yeah,
idea
you're
is
just trying
just
to make it look like
Exactly,
spending
yeah.
more money.
Hey, man, it was my first time at the strip club. I was fucked
Your
up.
first time?
That was my first time ever.
Holy shit.
What
It
a
was a
way
monumental
to go.
moment.
That's way different than when I went in fucking Coon Valley, Minnesota.
That's why I didn't want to go.
That's a real name of a place, not
Right.
some.
Okay. Good show.
Are there judges?
It's a
No, no, no,
hypothetical.
no. That's a real
That's a
place.
great
Coon Valley.
name. That is a great fucking
That'd be
name.
crazy
It's
if
a
that's what you were
dicey
just
name.
calling it. Like,
I actually haven't been to it. I've been to one strip club in Wisconsin, Wisconsin Dells, the water park capital of the world, and it's called Cruisin' Chubbies.
nice name.
Which one were you?
Cruising chubby. Cruising chubby.
I was the guy cruising for Chubbies.
Cruising chubbies.
What does that mean, cruising chubbies?
You're cruising for fat chicks.
It means something different to everyone.
I think it's an admittance that you're not getting top shelf ladies at this place.
The bargain bin.
It doesn't
you know?
make sense,
Cruising
though.
chubby.
It's unless it's CRUZ, and that's the owner.
I like it
Cruising
to think.
Chubbies.
I like to think about it as like a dynamic duo, like Cruz and Chubby, like just like
That
a,
too, yeah, that'd
like
be
two
better.
cops.
Yeah.
kind of like
I've been lamenting. There's just no buddy cop movies anymore. I want just an
that's
old
the
school.
next
yeah,
one.
yeah, fucking Cruising Chubby.
Have you seen it? Dude, you mentioned the buddy cop
You
stuff.
could play
Have you seen
both parts if you like lose weight and gain weight.
yeah, film half of it now and then half of it when he gains weight
In
again.
like 6 weeks.
That's brilliant.
That as like a
Why
that
hasn't
is-
Jonah Hill or someone like that done that?
That is honestly like a concept that I bet we will see. That is so funny. To
I
be
should
a
have
really fat version of your, like Mac from Always Sunny in Philadelphia could do it.
Yeah.
Just all jacked and then
Yeah.
really fat. That'd be so funny.
If I hated myself more, I could try it, but I'm chilling right now.
Things are all right now.
yeah. I'm trying the best I can.
There's a strip club in Kentucky near my house. I almost took Chin to where you pay $5 for one hand of lotion. Then you pay $5 for the other hand of lotion, and you just get to do you just rub the stripper with lotion.
This is moisturizing. That's all it is.
Some of these ones in the boonies in Wisconsin, they're BYOB, and you
You
can
like
bring,
that, George?
You can bring a cooler.
Really?
Yeah.
No fucking way. That's so good.
My dumb ass would
They're
just be like,
basically
George is like, I'm actually feeling pretty.
I mean,
dry.
actually, you got $5. I need
They
the
put it in
cocoa
your
butter.
hand. You just go,
George
Has anyone
high,
done-
man.
Yeah, George high.
I just
George
missed
is
you guys. I just
Give
missed
me
you
that
guys.
pen.
Is that what you guys been doing?
Wait,
back there?
has anyone done that?
Here, puff,
Yeah.
puff, pass it
Really?
over.
They've just rubbed it on themselves instead?
Oh no, I don't know about that. Maybe someone that was just
Bro,
high as
'cause
fuck.
That sounds like a
Great
Theo
idea
joke. That sounds like a Theo joke.
I am
It
a little
does.
disappointed that strip club wasn't full nudity, so I was like a little disappointed in that. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like I should have got the whole
You
experience.
just were in the right room.
Yeah.
No, that was the entire room. The
No.
only
There's
reason we
always
went there was
There's
'cause-
always other rooms.
the only reason we were there was because Mike knew the guy there, so he's like, all right, well, there was dude, bro. There were the most gorgeous girls there that weren't even strippers.
Yeah.
That weren't even strippers.
Where'd you guys go?
I can't even remember the name.
Oh,
Nice plug.
Hey man, I didn't even. I think we went to Nightingale and then we went there after, which Nightingale would kind of sucked, but
That's a strip club as well.
no, it's
That's like
it's just
club.
yeah,
That sucks.
yeah. They have strippers there, but they like
You club guy?
No.
surprised me
I've been.
too.
I
That
did.
kind of surprised me.
I've been.
Yeah.
And all those places suck.
Yeah. Clubs are fucking.
That was my first night at a club too. I don't club. I don't go out really. So I went to Delilah for Bieber's birthday. Not Bieber's birthday. Bieber's drummer's birthday with Gianni, which was interesting. But I was like, I don't.
That's a big difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
huge difference.
Bieber
That
did
is.
come out and perform though, which was wild. I
Who
would
plays the drums?
Is that,
I'm so used to
Styx?
like going to like going out and like them playing songs on the radio and everything. And I'm not gonna lie, our table was fire. It was me, my brother Mike, and then this guy named Slim, who is Machine Gun Kelly's hype man and keyboardist, and Dub, who's like another artist and like Machine Gun Kelly's best friend. We were all at a table, and we were there for like 2 hours at the time. So like the night was kind of like dying down. We were all like taking a break, and I hear Peaches come on by Bieber, and I'm just like sitting on my phone, looking down, and everyone starts standing up. I'm like, wait, why is everyone standing? He's like, everyone wants to see Bieber perform. I get up, I just see Bieber performing in the middle of the club. After his verse, he drops the mic and then just dipped. It was the most G shit
You
ever.
got 50 grand.
Yeah, it was insane.
Did you like stand on a
50?
chair?
I did.
He probably got a shit ton more.
For minutes though.
Yeah,
To do one
just to-
song?
Just a
to
walk
appear,
through.
Yeah, but also at his friend's birthday at his drummer's birthday party, I feel like he wasn't gonna try and fuck the club over. I feel like he would have done it for like a
Or
maybe
that's
even
something
free.
You might be right. Yeah.
But
That sticks, right?
You okay, bro?
yeah.
Yeah, I am
face
good.
doing?
How long have we been going? This has been really fun, but I feel like it's been like an
hour
hour and a
13.
half. Yeah. Should we? Was there more UFC 279
You guys gotta
to
fight.
talk about?
We didn't even talk about it, did we?
Barely. We've let's look at the card and
Sorry, we
you-
got sidetracked.
Did you see?
no,
where-
that's I think this is all great. Like
Yeah.
this is really fun, but
Freaking watch Thick Boy Fight News on Extra Thick. We got moved to a different channel for shorter content. Watch it, algorithm baby. Freaking Diaz said that he was like, I haven't been training for this fight. Just beat me. That was literally his quote to MMA Junkie. He said, I haven't been training for this fight. Beat me.
man, I wonder.
Challenge accepted.
I might fucking put like $3,000 on Kamzat.
Hey, I mean,
But what if he? I feel like Diaz would beat. I honestly feel like, what if
Dude.
Diaz is just doing psychological shit, where he's like making it sound like he doesn't really give a fuck?
I think
and then-
100% he's doing that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Diaz is a
I don't.
psychological
I don't
genius.
believe that he is not training.
No, yeah. There's
I
Neither
believe
do I.
he is gonna get thrown around the ring like a
Yeah.
fucking.
See, I think if he can stop, like keep Kazmat from engaging in clinches, keep Kazmat from taking him down. I think Diaz wins because I feel like Diaz has a longer gas tank. Kazmat couldn't put Gilbert down. No one. The only person who's finished Diaz is Josh Thompson. Like
this is a beautiful narrative, but it started off if Nate Diaz can stop Khamzat from taking him down.
You say
Rory
Kazmat.
McDonald took him down seven times. Yeah. Khamzat.
I know Hamzat.
Cum shot.
Or Kamzat.
No,
Cum shot.
No,
Cum shot Shemaev.
You're not Kobe. You're not Kobe.
Kazmat.
I
That
think
Kevin. Yeah, sorry.
I don't know. Yeah, follow your heart. Follow your heart, Nick. What do you want to talk about?
Just that Kevin Holland D-Rod fight is going to be amazing.
Yeah, that's one of.
beautiful.
That's probably gonna be the fight of the night. It
Yeah.
has to be, right?
And we should try to get them both in here. I think it's very.
I know
realistic.
D-Rod for sure. We can
Yeah,
get.
yeah. But yeah, in studio is even more fun. Where does Kevin Holland live?
Out here.
I think.
Or is it Vegas now?
No,
He's probably everywhere.
He's been stopping
Johnny
crimes.
trained with him in.
He got arrested trying to stop a crime recently. He was like, "I'm done trying to stop crime." They arrested me.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that one.
What happened?
he interjected himself in a situation that had
Maybe
nothing to
he's
do
all
with
tatted everywhere. Maybe that's like one of the reasons why they think he's like a thug. I don't know.
They thought he was.
But no. So when you're saying, Christian, when you're saying he's gonna toss him around, dude, do you remember Rory McDonald versus
yeah.
Nate? Oh
7
my
times.
god, dude, it was insane. He flopped like crazy.
Roy's a wild boy.
Huh?
Roy McDonald.
Roy, yeah, he was.
He just retired recently.
Yeah,
but he's
'cause
a
he got-
wild boy.
Also, but
They tried to gift wrap him $1 million, and they just couldn't do it. And I fucking love Rory McDowell. That really bummed me out. But
also, Chin, going on that, I think Kazmat's not gonna.
Kazmat.
What am I saying?
Hazmat.
Hamzat or Kamzat?
What did I say?
Kazmat.
Kazmat.
What the hell's
It's
Kazmat?
like a construction
Hamzat.
company.
Hamza.
Put the M before the Z. That's it.
Is the K silent? Because like, what
No,
the
no,
hell?
you can do the K or silent K, but still, just put the M before the Z.
Cum shot. I'm just gonna
shot,
call him
yeah,
that. I feel like he's gonna want to prove something and prove that he can stand and bang, and I think he's gonna try and stand and bang with Diaz, because he says he's gonna kill him. He's not gonna kill him by just taking him down and laying on him.
I come fight me. I take his head off. I eat his heart. I don't care, brother.
This guy, dude.
Exactly. So I think he's gonna.
You're doing a Brazilian.
Hey, Brad.
But do you agree or not?
I think George has got too high, and I'm not one to fucking hurt someone's mellow.
How rude.
But do you guys think that could happen? Like, do you guys see that happening or not? Like, I think
I've been clear that I was just contemplating putting $3,000.
$1,000.
And actually, I forgot it's minus 50. I was thinking it was minus 800. So then you could win $400, but you'd only win $200 to bet $3,000. That's not good. I'm not gonna do that.
Wait,
What
Diaz
is
is a
the
favorite?
odds now right now? I know it dropped like within minutes of us talking on Shop Show. It dropped like a few hundred or like a lot.
Can you go to
dude.
Best Fight?
It's been tightening, right?
Yeah, it's getting closer for sure.
Wait, Diaz is the favorite?
No.
Oh no, dude, he's probably one of the worst odds in recent memory for UFC. Yeah.
Can you go to 279?
Right there.
All the way on the right. I see this page, and I'm reading.
You know
like,
how to do this, yeah.
I go to Best Fight odds every single day.
That was my favorite thing to use, but once we got sponsored by DraftKings, I can't go there anymore. So I was like,
wow.
fuck, yeah.
Interesting, but so many more props.
Yeah.
Yeah.
31.
I'm clicking. That's what happens when I click it now.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's what I'm looking for.
So
if you click it, I'm not mad. I'm high.
I'm there now.
Have a great
Leave it
time.
as is.
Me and Nick are the two highest people on the show, and we're trying to explain this to Christian.
I'm explaining it pretty well. This will all be cut out.
I'm also high. I don't know what's going on.
I want to hear about George's recent open mics before we close out.
Who's Mike?
Yeah.
I did White Mike's This Week Sucks Tonight at the Hollywood Improv. Was it last Friday or 2 Fridays ago?
Is that the one where you get critiqued?
Kind of more just a roast.
but you do stand up and then they talk about
so
your
basically the show is they're Mike and then the co-host Anwar, they're in suits and they do like 30 minutes of like a weekend update kind of thing, slideshow, like PowerPoint, like funny stuff. And then they bring on 4 comics and they stay on. And then, you like do jokes, and then like they interject, and like the crowd like interjects, and it's a lot of fun. It's like a really like entertaining, because like I go to a lot of like stand-up stuff, and it just like it gets really old like hearing the same thing. So it's a good like way to like bring a different vibe into a show. It was really great, but it was interesting for sure. Because
do they sell tickets to that?
yeah, there are a lot
this
of people
is like
there.
and then and it was where?
At the Hollywood Improv.
Nice.
Yeah, in the lab. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was interesting to be put in that place. Because like as a comic, when you go up on like a normal show, like you're in control of like what's going on. But this, you're like the least like in control out of anyone, because they're up there, and then the crowd kind of gets in it too. Like,
how much will they let you? Like, is it constant interruptions, or will they actually let you kind of get stuff out, and then they're like at breaks, or are you just like constantly essentially having a conversation?
It kind of depends. For me, I kind of started a race war at the beginning, so
Divide and conquer.
incidentally, let me explain. It was funny. So they during their like
no explanation needed. Nice, good move. No.
So I was up there for like 8 minutes, and I don't know, I maybe did like 2 minutes of actual material. Like they brought up Pornhub behind me. But mine was kind of crazy. Not all the comics were as intense. But after me, like the white girl who went after me because I started the race war.
You can just say girl.
No, but like
why'd you have to say it?
That's just what people say when you say
because
girl.
like her being after me and I started the race war, she got some of the repercussions too.
I wanted to let it slide, but I need to know how you started it now. I need to know.
So during their like weekend update thing, it was the first Friday after the House of the Dragon Game of Thrones was on, and they were talking about this character, Corlys Valerian, who was like this badass black dude, and he's this badass black character, and it's like, oh, about time like Game of Thrones like has a black character. It's been like 13 years, but for book readers, you know that in the book he's a white guy, but they changed it, you know, to make him black in the show. So I went up there and I brought that up, and they're like, oh, you're taking like our moment or whatever. You're like, you nerd, you read the books and stuff. And like, I was like, oh shoot, like I wasn't expecting that. I just want to get to the punchline. And the punchline was like, oh, these book readers, like they're cool with dragons, but black people is where they draw the line. So I was actually on their side, but I didn't really get the chance to like get to the punch in time to like make it work out. So then the whole like show, like my set from there on out was like, oh, they would like bring that back up and stuff, and I was like,
welcome to Hollywood.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was a really good show.
And White Mike, I'm sure, was igniting that fire in regards to you being.
they use it, yeah, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and I was appreciative of the opportunity. Good learning experience too. I would do it again. I don't know if they'd let me do it again, but I would.
Why do you not think you did well?
No, I think it was fine, and it was entertaining for the crowd for sure. Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
that's awesome. That does sound like a fun show, and I totally get what you mean about, especially, I mean, the open mics. It's just like there's no enthusiasm in the crowd, so you can't really gauge if you're being funny.
Yeah,
but if it's a different vibe.
By the time this is posted, it'll already be past. But tonight, him and Chappelle.
Yeah, opening for Chappelle Lacey.
That's so cool, dude. Nice.
Irvine Improv.
That's wild.
I'm excited.
Tonight,
I'm not going.
What?
I'm excited.
Tonight, right?
Tonight, yeah. 8 p.m.
Yeah, I heard you start race wars at your show, so I'm not going.
Not in my normal set, guys. Just when I'm
Don't worry,
loose
there's only
with
going to
it.
be white people there. I'm killing George. George Harris. He's left it alone.
Are you guys gonna do the fight today or not?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm gonna pee. Let's do it.
Let's get it.
All right, go for body shots, Brows.
All right, I'm gonna go record the news.
/chin.
Is that all right?
You're not gonna watch the fight?
How are you guys starting right now?
Yeah, we're gonna spin it and we're gonna fight.
Okay.
No. Oh, we're gonna.
I'll put the results in the
We're
news.
spinning for next week's first. You want to spin before the fight for next week?
Yeah, I think.
Right.
I don't like getting hurt. Like that's just I don't.
Then we don't have to.
So you don't like being a pussy?
I'll take place of you, and I'll fight.
Maybe it was just
What?
fighting George because he's actually really fucking good.
No,
Bro,
Chin and I will rematch. We've talked about how we want.
We're gonna go harder.
We got accused of We've got accused of clickbait because of our fight last time. Because I said
I don't
Chin
blame
versus
it.
Nick, which it was, and it was effective. But we'll do it again. We'll make it up to him, and
Right now, right?
and
All right.
I was like, fuck, I had 3 beers. I'm actually kind of...
Dude, I had a
hammered.
whiskey.
I know.
Whiskeys.
It was literally like the drunkest fight I've seen. It was hysterical.
No, last time I wasn't.
Huh?
Wait, so are we doing this fight or no?
Yes, but we're going to spin for next week.
Okay.
Spin it.
I'm just gonna say if I get picked, I might call my retirement.
Wow. You guys are pussies.
No, other people got to fight you. I can't be the only
Me again.
All right.
Maybe it's just Chin versus someone.
Chin versus the series.
Because
Yes. Yes.
I feel sorry for Kyle.
just hey, wait. We're gonna because I want to wrap the show.
Well, I was gonna bring him in for a little press conference, but
Next week.
Just right when we fight, bring him in.
He's got to do the news.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have to do.
Yeah.
What are we doing? We fighting?
Oh,
Or we rapping?
Me and you.
what's up?
We're gonna box.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Right
let's
now?
do it.
Where are they?
Oh, you guys are actually gonna put on-
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Get it, bro.
welcome to the main event of the Cats After Dark Studio.
Yeah.
Oh, Chin's feeling.
Ladies
Not
and
that- I
gentlemen,
didn't
we
have
are
it-
here
I didn't have
tonight
anyone
at
picked
Cats
before.
After Dark Studio.
Yeah.
We
Nick is a
have
bullshit.
some clutter in the ring, but we are live here with our main event.
Who are you punching down?
Chin
that-
versus Nick. 2 question mark
Nick's
because
looking kinda
the
good.
first one was questionable.
Nick's looking loose.
They are. They say they're going harder.
Should be.
But will they go hard like George Harris? We will find out.
Oh, he's doing the McGregor.
Nick's
Oh,
getting. Nick
he's
has a
into
little
it.
confidence.
Are
All
you?
right, ready?
Kick us off.
Wait, who's getting the timer going?
I got the timer.
All right, I'm ready.
You got to be the ref.
3, 2, 1. Ding,
Go.
ding, ding.
Oh,
Goes
powerful
to the
shot
body.
from Chin.
Chin goes to the body. Oh,
the red.
big shot by Nick. Big shot by Chin.
Let's go.
Good. What a dogfight.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh my God.
Oh. All those producer problems.
Oh!
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this truly is a fight of the ages.
Oh!
Nick gets another one.
30 seconds. Oh,
Nick has Chin backed up on the corner. Oh, Chin with the backhand. Nick's looking a little wobbly.
Recenter, boys.
Oh, Chin with a nice
20
jab.
seconds left.
20 seconds left.
Chin with the right.
8 shots in a row.
Nick's looking a little scared.
Nope, he's
Oh.
coming back. I got faith in you, Nick.
Nick's
Come on,
gas.
baby.
Big finish.
10
Gas
seconds
finish.
left.
Will Chin go in for the finish?
10
Overhead
seconds.
right.
Come on, Nick.
Oh,
Come on,
another
Nick.
big shot by Chin.
Oh, he backed
Followed
him
up
up.
by Nick.
3,
Oh.
2,
Oh.
1. That's it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Respect. That was good. That is not clickbait.
We drink alcohol before this.
Wow.
Wake you up in the morning.
Wow.
Great fight, boys.
You guys are going at it.
Dude, that was a lot harder than I thought you could.
10-9 Chin. 10-9.
That was great. That was awesome.
Chin. I agree with that.
Honestly,
Not
that's
gonna lie.
in our fight news today.
Yeah. We'll put it in the Friday funnies.
Friday funnies for sure.
That fight was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, respect, boys. That was a good fight.
I think it was lackluster commentary
harder.
from you
Let's
guys,
go.
but great fight.
Hey, man, George was just sitting there watching. I was trying to.
I was just going to, oh!
All right, Joe.
Bro, hey, they each got. Chin had a couple solid
I
connections.
felt like when
Nick
when I
had a
hit
couple-
him, I felt like Chin was letting me get it back.
Yeah.
Where
No.
I felt like he sat there and like let me,
I knew
because it was just like so open the couple times I
Yeah.
did get you.
I knew once Chin hit you hard first. Knowing Chin, he definitely felt bad, and that's why I think he like.
I hit him in the face first though.
Yeah.
But
I think with
All around great fight
Chin with the
from
right
both
hand,
of you.
yeah.
I know Chin has that sneaky right hand.
I also cannot see.
I can't see.
It
Yeah, you
does
guys
hurt.
both have
Oh yeah, fair enough. Whew. That was fun.
Great fight.
All right.
So
that's-
tired.
That's
That was
the show.
probably that was.
I don't know who won,
Chin,
honestly. We'd have to Chin.
I think I know one, Chin. Yeah.
Yeah, Chin won. Chin won.
No, let's let the next time 2 Coors Lights.
I'm like counting strikes in my head. I'm like, I gotta get one back. I gotta get one back.
Nick's calculating the over/under in his head. The
What
live
are my odds
stats.
right now? Should I bet on myself?
I will just.
The Pete Rose of the MMA.
I'm impressed by Nick, by the way. I didn't know. he had that in him.
I
Yeah.
thought he was gonna drop for a second. I was like, wow, he's hitting some heavy shots from Chin.
Honestly, this is just a sponsorship from Alter Training. Everyone sign up and join George and
I gotta say, I'm excited to see that.
I will say, after watching that, Kyle is screwed.
Kyle
He doesn't know what Cat's Fight Club has turned into.
we got a quarter Kyle, bro.
Hey, so I substituted for Brows. So Kyle, some good substitute.
No,
Yeah,
no.
and he volunteers as true. Yeah.
Hey,
Brows
Shrimp.
suggested before that. He
Come
was
on,
like,
Shrimp, you got
So
him.
maybe
I kind of want to see Chin.
maybe we do you versus Chin, then you versus me for like double clickbait. I would die.
Yeah.
When someone said 30 seconds, I was like, you have got.
That
Looking up
did
at the
seem
clock.
like
I
a
had already
long
gotten
time.
rocked
Yeah.
like 3 times.
Those highlights are gonna be sick though.
Yeah.
Because
That
you
should be
you
just the
punched
whole
Chin
court
into the
over.
wall
Dude,
at one
Nick,
point.
Actually,
he
hit me
had
to
him
a
up
point
on
I was
the
like,
corner.
He
I
did.
felt like, oh shit.
Corner work, baby.
Wobbled. I did. Yeah, that was fucking
You
crazy.
put Chin in the window at one point.
With Nick, and I literally saw Nick go.
But Nick actually hit me hard, dude.
It was like the Tyron Woodley knockout.
That was really fun. I honestly, I'm not
So?
kidding. I just wish I would have found fighting sooner. That was the most fun I've ever had.
That honestly felt like this weekend's main event.
Honestly, it could be more exciting. Who knows?
All right.
Plugs.
12 Packs with Jeff Dye
fun.
moved to a new
That was
YouTube channel. Subscribe to 12 Packs with Jeff Dye on YouTube. Check out Thick Boy Fight News on Extra Thick. My Instagram, George Harris 48. Somebody else help take it away.
Yeah, it's exactly the same things George said. 12 packs with Jeff Dye and Thick Boy Fight News.
Yeah, so welcome to Cats After Dark. We got a big show today. We're going to talk about UFC 279. Chin and I are fight at the end. Can't wait for the show.
Is this the cold open?
No, the bit is that I can.
Oh,
Like
I didn't know what was
Alzheimer's?
going on.
I have CTE from that fight.
I thought if I kept going, you guys would get it.
I
but-
got it.
Thanks.
All right, I'm going to
It's
miss
just
your
like-
guys' plugs to go do the news. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I'll watch them, though, for sure.
Instagram.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, neither do I. Instagram, cpaolo6, TikTok, Christian.paolo. You already know podcasts on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Yeah.
Lil Brows got a song coming out called First Flight featuring Austin Awake. It comes out in 1 week on September 10th. Nope, I'm sorry, September 15th. Check it out.
Oh, Chin Suyi, YouTube, Instagram.
They got
It's also
CTE, man.
my
One
collab
fight.
tee with Into the AM, intotheam.com/chin-t.
Yes, sir.
T-E-E.
CTE.
Nick, that was amazing.
I'm also now realizing like how fucking crazy that it is that like that's 1/15 of a fight,
I know.
and the amount of impact on your head, that is
Yeah.
insane. Check out another podcast show I just recently had, Hot Ship. Thanks, guys.